Good morning. It's Erin. I'm back. And today's vlog is going to hopefully answer questions that I get. How does your family feel about you living here? Or, what about your family in the United States? So, this vlog is about why I don't have family. I'm kind of lying a little bit because I have 4 children. Those are my family. 2 of my kids, obviously, you know them, Jack and Cameron, live here with me. And my 2 older kids, Gavin, who's 21, and Ryan, who's almost 18, they both still live in America, in Texas, with their father. But as far as other family, people I talk to every day, all that stuff, nope, it's just us. And here is why I don't have any family. If you guys didn't know, cats are amazing at catching cockroaches. Holy crap.
Hold on.
That's disgusting. So this guy just ate a bug, and now he's gonna follow me. You just ate. You don't need any more. All right, guys, I'm gonna tell the story of why I have no family while I enjoy the best breakfast in Weethawk. Right there, this place right there. It has the Fosse with the eggs and that bowl of oatmeal, Moroccan oatmeal. I know there's a name for it, but Moroccan oatmeal is what I call it. I'm gonna keep showing this place until more people come and try it. You really need to try it. All right, guys, I think I've finally eaten here enough because they know my order. I just went to go put my order in, and he starts saying Fosse, nuss. He said something about sugar, so I think he knows that I like a lot of sugar. And the only thing I had to remind him of was the asil, but then as soon as I said it, he remembered. So I think I've become a regular here. I'm excited. I want to be a regular at a cafe. I want them to know my order, It's the same thing in America, I always just get the same thing. But yeah, all right, so we're going to get some breakfast, and then we're going to go get my hair done. I'm so excited about getting my hair done. And my toenails. I'm going to get a pedicure. I haven't had one here for quite a few months because the few that I've had have not been good. Pedicures are supposed to be relaxing, and each one that I've had has been not relaxing. They hurt, and it's not supposed to feel like that. So I'm trying my hair salon. I've never actually gotten a pedicure at the place that I've been going to get my hair done, but I like the woman who does, she does my eyebrows, and she's also the one that does the nails, so I'm giving her a shot to do my toenails. All right, I am starving, and I really, really want my nuss. All right, guys, here's the infamous 36 dirham breakfast. You got your eggs and Fosse. My nuss. And how funny is this? The guy literally gave me even more sugar. Normally he gives me a couple cubes and like a packet, 4 packets and a cube. You got your hubs, juice, olives, oil, and asil, which is honey, the oatmeal, and water. 36 dirhams, people. All right, guys. I cannot stress how good that breakfast is. And it never gets old that it's basically $3.60. Y'all know America is just so expensive, and to get a full breakfast like that, it's such a big breakfast for $3.60. Even with the tip. It's amazing. All right, so back to why I have no family. Like I said, I do have family. I have 4 children. 2 of them are in the United States. One is an adult. One is less than a month away from being an adult. And then my 2 little ones, they live here with me. So, of course, I was born with a mother and a father, obviously. Not too much about my father, but my mother wasn't the nicest person. Now, mind you, I'm not going to go into too many details because that's not what I'm here for, but I kind of just want to tell you guys a little bit about stuff so you understand, why I don't have anybody that I talk to. So, Sorry, I'm not sure how many times this will be interrupted. Somebody came right by me, so I was like, let me just get up and find a cat to say good morning to. Who's a pretty girl? Who's a pretty girl? Are you pretty? Are you pretty? Aw, it's a good girl. Aw, he's a good girl. He's a good girl. Do you get pets here? Does anyone pet you? She's actually got, like, no tail. What happened to your tail, Missy? Huh? What happened to your tail? All right, I came off the main street because it's a little too loud for you guys to hear this story. Okay, so like I said, I have a mother and a father. We're just going to skip the dad part. Not a good person whatsoever, and he was kind of out of my life very early. My mother. Oh, my mother. Let's just say my mother is also not the nicest person. And when I was 17 and a junior in high school, I left home. I could not bear to live with this woman anymore. Like I said, I don't want to go into details, but let's just say that I chose to leave as a minor and take care of myself. I worked 2 jobs, still went to school. So just to put it in perspective, it was that bad with this woman. So I left. And that's how I actually started to become very independent. Don't get me wrong. I am lazy as heck when it comes to stuff that I don't want to learn to do. And I will see if somebody can help me. But as far as like the independent, like, you know, I can live on my own. I work, I take care of myself. I'm very much independent, especially now here, you know, with all these marriage proposals, everybody knows I am very independent and not looking for that. It's not what I'm here for. Oh, I just came across a nice little quiet street with villas. Inshallah, we will have a villa. The kids want a villa so bad. Because obviously it's like a house. But yeah, we want a villa. The kids want to live in Rabat. So do I. The main reason is for food. You guys know I'm such a foodie. I love to eat. You know, I really love to eat. And Rabat has so many food choices. So yeah, I'm moving where I want to eat the most at. So Rabat will be it. All right, so back to my story. Okay, so I'm 17, junior in high school. Still 1 more year of high school to go. I leave. I work a couple of jobs. I pay bills. I continue school. All that stuff. And over the course of years, from the time I was 17 till I came here, basically, my mother and I would be on and off with talking. Like, she just was like, what's the word for it? Like a narcissist. But it just wasn't a good situation. And finally, like, I realized, like, she's never going to change. She's done so much damage that I can't. I'm better off without it. Like, I'm better off without the communication. Like, it's the truth. Okay, so then the other family, which is Cameron and Jack's dad's family, they were rich, or they are rich. When Joe died in the hospital, the one brother told me, you never have to worry about anything ever again, right? Now, I'm not somebody that asks for things. I don't ask people for money. You know, I'm a hustler. I will figure out how to get money, if I needed it. Like, I don't ask. And I especially will not ask family. Like, I just not into that. That's not my thing. But when he died, they made me feel like, okay, things are going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. Can I tell you things were not okay? He died. They got involved in my finances, but then didn't like help. Not help like physically, like, oh, let's pay all your bills, but like, they're rich, okay? Like, the one is super rich. They have $1 million home, right? In one of the richest cities, towns in New Jersey. In-ground pools. Like the one's backyard with the pool, it looked like a resort. Do you know that after their father died, they would ask me, are they going to invite us over to swim? Okay, now they had kids as well, my kids' ages, and their cousins. And over a course of like 4 years, my kids got invited to come swimming like 3 times. And the couple times that we went over there for parties, we always were made to feel like we didn't belong. And it got to be where I realized they didn't care. They didn't care about me, obviously. I mean, I guess I wasn't their family, but they didn't care about these kids. And it started to take effect because Jack realized, like, he was old enough to be like, wait, why aren't they reaching out? Why aren't they inviting us over? You know, like they knew we didn't have much money after he died, and they have all this money, and not that we were asking for it, but they have other ways of like showing us they cared, you know, like invite us over, play with the cousins. My son loved going and playing over at their house. Their house was huge. They had tons of toys, you know, all this stuff. And it just never happened. And it got to be where I realized, like, we're on our own. Like, if we're gonna be okay, it's because I'm gonna be okay. So when the opportunity came to come here, I actually didn't even tell anybody, because at the time they weren't even it wasn't even like they talked to me. You know, they never really even talked to me. So I didn't tell anyone that we were leaving. I literally didn't tell anyone we were leaving. I made the plans, and then about a month before I left, or maybe 2 weeks before we left, I got an email from one of the brothers' wife. The funny thing is, the wife is like the worst person. Like the one brother, actually the brothers weren't so bad. But the one brother's wife is, what's the word in Arabic or for Islam that's like the devil? I hate to say it, but she really was. She sent an email threatening that she found out, I guess, that I was moving to Morocco, threatening that she would go to court with their lawyers and get my kids taken from me. For what? For moving? Like, these people never had anything to do with us when Joe was alive. When Joe was alive, his brother, this wife's husband, this brother, wasn't even talking to Joe for 3 years. So now all of a sudden, like, they want to take my kids from me. No one has taken my kids from me. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm taking care of my kids. I have been taking care of my kids. You know, so they tried to pull this card like, oh, we're rich, we have good lawyers, we're going to stop you. This was 2 weeks before I left. And can I tell you that I was actually scared, because I didn't know how this would work. Like, I knew that I was their mom, and I knew that they had no right over them. However, I knew that they were rich, and I knew they had really good lawyers, and who knows, they could do something where it would put me leaving on halt. Not that I thought that they could take the kids, but I thought, maybe what if there's something where they do, and like, there's this thing where I can't leave when I'm already supposed to leave. Now, mind you guys, I already bought plane tickets. So for the last 2 weeks, it was very, very stressful. And right before I left, I thought like, oh my God, if I get to the airport and we get stopped at the gate saying we can't leave. I was petrified, guys. Good news is though, look at this. Can we just look at, you guys see these villas? Like, I don't want to be like, you know, all up on somebody's house, but it's beautiful. Beautiful, guys. Villas are beautiful here. But anyway, so I was very, very scared. We get to the airport. Needless to say, there was nobody waiting. There was nobody that was going to stop me taking them here. And we made it to Morocco. But like I said, long story short, my family that I did have was not a positive influence. And I've tried for years to try to make it a positive experience, you know, for my kids' sake, but it just was never happening. And to be honest, I'm too old for that crap. I'm too old to try to please others. And that's basically what it was. I was just basically always trying to please or get approval for them. And I don't need that because it was nothing but stress. So yeah, that's why I have no family. And that's why I'm here. But guys, I feel like Morocco, honestly, I feel like you guys, Morocco is my family. This country has been the biggest blessing. This move to Morocco has been the biggest blessing of my life, besides my kids, obviously. But living here, and which is completely different than living in America. In almost every way, it's different living here. But it's different in the best possible ways. My kids are seeing like how kind people are. Like my kids only knew in the United States. And, you know, I was there for, you know, obviously decades. And to see that the whole world isn't like the United States makes me so happy. It gives me hope that not everyone is, you know, as self-centered as a lot of people over there are. Listen, I do have people in the United States that I really still care about. They're not family, but Morocco is our home now. Look at this villa, guys. Look at that villa. The sun is very bright. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go get my hair done. But yeah, that's it. You guys, Morocco's my home now. And you guys are my family. And I love it here. I love it here. And it's sad that I don't have like actual family. Well, it used to be sad. Now it's just like, okay, it is what it is. And yeah, life moves on, guys. You know, family is important, but sometimes you have to take effect of like your mental health. And if something just keeps the same and it doesn't change and it's just affecting you, you need to make a decision. And that decision for me, I needed a change. And the change was moving here. And it's the best thing I ever did. All right, let's go get my hair done, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. I'm so excited. Guys, Merzouga, 2 days, Merzouga. I'm so excited. All right, guys, I just got my toes done. Now I'm going to get this thing called protein done to my hair. All I know is that it makes it look so, so healthy. And my hair is my favorite thing, so let's get protein. All right, guys, I have the protein on. I guess it's got to sit for a little bit. But I'm really excited to see what it looks like because I've seen videos of the hair after the protein and it literally looks amazing. So stay tuned to see what it looks like. And I'm gonna get it dyed as well because my gray hair is really, really bad. All right, guys, this is my first time getting this done. Do you see the heat coming off my hair? I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared, but trust the process. All right, guys, I was just at the salon since 10 o'clock and it's almost 3 o'clock. And guess what? I still got to go back tonight for the color. I got the protein done. I don't know if you could tell, but it literally strengthens your hair. It makes it look so nice. But tonight I got to go back and get it colored so I can get my gray hair done. But I did get my toes done too. Let me show you. I got my toes done, all ready for Merzouga. And then I'll go back tonight and get the rest of my hair done with Cameron.